Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Legends Ultimate Arcade with all the upgrades I have on it. Alright, so let's start out as first. This model you see here is the 1.1 version. If you watch my Ninja Turtle Shredders review video, it's actually a different cabinet. This actually was originally my brother's cabinet. I helped him get it at Sam's Club, and it's the one with the pinball machines, and you can swap out the control deck. Because see, the original control deck it came with here was the 6-button one with the spinners. It's got 2-pound springs in it. Man, those feel like weak. Alright, so this is what it came with, and this is what the other one I came with. But the reason I traded my brother is because the model I had, I couldn't hot swap this 6-button for this 8-button one. Alright, so what I did was I traded him for it, and I like the other one better, but like I said, I couldn't swap out the 8 buttons. Also, I got this bad boy, notice this, on a 5-inch lift right there. I got that off eBay. I think it was like 70 bucks. So the reason, you might be asking, well, what's the big deal with the 2 buttons? Well, if you just play the default games that are on here, I mean, literally the buttons, the 2 extra buttons will do you no good because they are no function. They're non-functionable in just the basic. Even if you go over here, I always use this tab. It's the Bring Your Own Games tab. See right here, right there, I have a 32 gigabyte USB drive. It's got arcade games, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Sega Genesis, even Sega CD. And you can play them if you go over here to the add-on. See, notice I got arcade, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, Genesis, NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis. So you just scroll down. Let's do NES. Push A, there's the games. And I added all these with one of the programs that AT Games offers. You just gotta have the ROMs and you make a file of it. That's the way I used to play games. But now how I roll, let's go back to this Bring Your Own, right here, the local streaming. I don't think my computer's hooked up. So what you got to do is you got to create a ArcadeNet account, and then you have to sign in on the arcade system and on your computer. So let's go out to my living room where we got this app. Here we go. So we'll get the app. Right here's the Legends Link app. And you can see I got the same arcade account. Put your password in, label your computer. I buy power. And then we'll submit. Now the Legends Link connects. Now it's important you go here and you change your audio to this, the virtual audio line. So now we are all set to go back into the arcade room and stream games. Alright, so now come back here. Notice it just says local streaming. I'll go over to the other tab and come back. Now it says I buy power. So what we're going to do here is, before we click on this too, I learned this. What's different about this control panel from this one is actually Bluetooth. It was made actually originally to play on your lap, 2 players, because it came with this thing. It's commonly called the hockey puck, but that's a HDMI streamer that streams it to a TV. But it also can be hot swapped on the arcade cabinet, and that's what I did. I put bat tops on there, and I also put 6-pound springs in there, compared to the pussy 2-pound springs that came with it. Man, that feels like it's broke. But what I learned is, before I push A and go over to the PC mode, you got to make sure that both of these are lit blue, because your computer will acknowledge this side is an Xbox controller, and also this side is an Xbox controller. And I had problems when it wasn't directly linked. So because it's linked, Let's do it. Now all I gotta do is push A, and then it will switch over to my PC screen. Hey, you can see me there. Look how jacked I'm getting, guys. All right. So now we're here. Oh, another thing too. I just thought of this. I bought this from, I think it was Walmart.com, and it was the last one. And when I got it, the trackball didn't work. Notice the, where's my mouse at? See my mouse there? Well, what does it, this is your mouse. See how I'm wiggling it with the trackball, and then that's your clicker button. But when I first got it, the mouse would only move left and right. It wouldn't go up and down. So what I had to do was swap out the trackball from the old one into the new one. And this one I'm just keeping for spare parts, buttons, whatever, screws. And right now it's just sitting in my closet. There's really no point to me having it other than spare parts. So yeah, there was issues with that, but now I got it rolling. Also got a wired internet connection to this now rather than wireless, because it was kind of lagging. So then all you got to do is find a game that actually is compatible to play on here. And I got all my compatible games here. And since this is the newest game I got, let's check out that, no, actually, the whole reason I got this was to play Mortal Kombat 11 and have a block button. So keep in mind, this is the PC version of Mortal Kombat 11 that I'm just simply streaming from my computer, my gaming computer. I mean, there's no computer in it. I mean, you could put a computer in it if you want, but you don't have to with the AT Games app. And you just play it like that. So it's really that simple. It really is. And to me, this is the best thing because I'm a PC gamer, always have been, always will be. And the fact that I can actually play my PC games, you know, on, let me turn the volume up. I can play my PC games on an arcade machine. And for me, Mortal Kombat, whenever I went to an arcade, that was the first cabinet I went to. And in fact, my own arcade room right here, this was my very first cabinet. Mortal Kombat. It's got Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. It's the first generation. You know, it even got the posters from MK 1, 2, and 3. So Mortal Kombat is my shit when it comes to the arcade. So to be able to play Mortal Kombat 11 on an arcade machine is awesome to me.
Top classic towers.
And this is actually maybe like 3-year-old technology, I would say. But the problem when let's just play medium. The problem with playing MK11 with this is you were missing 2 buttons. I was missing the block button, the 2 trigger buttons, so I couldn't block and I couldn't do the fatal blow moves. But now with the 8 button, I got a full layout. I can play MK11, I can block, I can do the super moves. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I tell you, I have so much fun in this arcade room here. So I'll just show you a little bit. Yeah, see, notice? So I got block. See, I can block. I couldn't do that before. And I'm kind of playing one-handed. That's why I'm getting my ass whooped. But that's how you do it, guys. So it really ain't that hard. All right, we'll go back to the main menu. Confirm. And that's how you do all the PC games. And also, what I have here, I have a full-fledged keyboard connected right here to the USB just for an escape button. Because this don't have an escape button, and just in case I gotta get out of the game. But normally you can just get out of the game by pushing B. So that's basically how you do it. You can even, if you push this menu button here, the menu will pop up, and normally I usually would set this to the quality high, but sometimes it lags, so I just keep it at auto. But that's how you do it, just the menu button. When you, look at this, so when I move the stick, it will say game mode, because then the buttons work, but then if I move this, it says mouse mode. So if you got any more questions or comments, let me know. Again, this is my favorite in my arcade room for sure. And I tell you, with that lift, it puts this control panel just below my belly button, just below my navel. So it's comfortable to look at, my neck don't hurt. And if you get, well here, I never even showed I got one. Here, let's start on this side. We got Final Fight. Of course, I always have posters. NBA Jam. Mortal Kombat. You seen this one the last time, the Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Damn, that looks good on the front. I like that decal. Got Asteroids. This was my dad's stuff growing up. I actually got that on clearance for cheap. There's the fancy neon sign. Centipede. This was my mom's stuff growing up. Star Wars. This is a fun fighter, but I found that a keyboard fits in here perfectly. So I just keep the keyboard in there because it's right next to my Ultimate Legends cabinet. And then if you want to just go back to the original mode, you push menu again, and then you go over here to quit. And then you quit, and you're back to the default menu. So again, if you don't stream from your PC, there's no reason to upgrade to the 8-button control panel. And one guy left a comment asking why don't they just make a Pro model with the 8-button, and you know, that's a good idea, but I don't know, they don't. So that's how I upgraded my Ultimate Legends cabinet. I mean, to me it is the ultimate, because I can play any game that exists on here pretty much, other than like first-person shooters, because you need 2 sticks, like Doom. I mean, I'm a big Doom fan, obviously. You can see I got Doom wallpaper there. But yeah, I can't play Doom on it though, but almost anything else. So that concludes this video of the arcade room upgrades to the Legends Ultimate. I hope you've enjoyed it and learned a bunch. And just so you know, this arcade room, here, let me put my face on the screen. This arcade room was my divorce present, you could say. Because this originally was my stepdaughter's room. It was pink. It had hot pink. And I was thinking, what the hell am I going to do with a hot pink room? So, put brick wallpaper all over it. Because the arcade I used to frequent as a child was brick themed. And it's like taking a flashback to the 90s in here. I mean, and there's never been anyone in this arcade room that hasn't been impressed with it. So, not that it's out to impress people, but this was a boyhood dream I always had, especially, I remember when I was 12 years old in 6th grade, and I used to fantasize that when I get a house, I'm going to have a Mortal Kombat 2 machine in my house. And I do. I got a total of 8 cabs here, but the only one you need is this Ultimate Legends one right here, because I can play all of these other games on this one. So I'll leave links in the description. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you got any more questions or comments or concerns, let me know. I'm Chad Hart, and I like to game it hard.